How's it going, everybody? Episode 29, Alex Bromwich presents. I'm really happy to be here in Sweden. Had a great day yesterday with lots of colleagues and already caught up with a couple of friends, so it's been a great trip already, and heading off to Gothenburg today just for a quick trip. Got some meetings there in the morning, so that's going to be exciting. So it's a whirlwind trip. We're really packed, but we're very happy to be here, and it's great catching up with everybody. Topic for today, it came up in discussion with a colleague yesterday, actually over some coffee, was social media algorithms. So what do I mean by the social media algorithms? Well, it seems that, and I thought that a lot of people were aware of this, but maybe it's not as common knowledge as I thought, that social media algorithms are quite well understood, and I thought people would just understand that this is how things work, this is how things, operate on social media. But there was a time when our timelines on Facebook, Twitter, and even Instagram were a lot simpler than they are today. That was when they would post everything in a reverse chronological order. So you would see the most recent post first, the oldest post last. But everything in your timeline that when you go scrolling through would be in a chronological order. And that was a very simple time, and we've moved on a lot since then. And when the social media networks started to move away from chronological based timelines, there was a lot of controversy for a lot of people because they didn't like it and they didn't like the order of things. But since we've moved away from that many years ago, it's now become very common, and we understand that the social media platform creates the content based on for us. And that's really the purpose of these algorithms. They have some controversy around them for obvious reasons, but they are generally there as a user-centric tool, and I think that that's the first thing that we should understand. So what does the algorithm do? The algorithm basically determines which posts you see on your timeline first. So which ones are at the top, which ones are in the middle, which ones are further down. And it supposedly does that based on what it believes and it understands from using AI, machine learning, using different data sets. What would be the post that you would most like to see based on your recent use of that media platform, maybe your use of other media platforms if they're sharing data. Maybe they take into account your Google search history as well. They will also take into account the people you follow, any hashtags that you follow, any groups that you're a member of, keywords out of posts that you make yourself, keywords out of comments that you make as well. And they will do take all of that stuff into account so that they can then maximize your experience on that network. The purpose of the social media network is to have people on there engaging and creating content. So it benefits the network should you like the content that you see first and should you interact with it. So they're always trying to provide you with posts that you're going to like, comment on, and share with your following as well, because that's how you spread. So if you're creating social media posts like this vlog post, it's always preferable to try and get people to like it, to comment on it, and then to share it to their people. So if you could all just stop and just go and do that now, that would be great. Thanks very much, guys. I appreciate that. So by liking, commenting, and sharing, it increases the organic reach that a post can get, i.e., and when we talk about increasing organic reach, what I mean is, you are able to reach more people who are not in your immediate network. So you can impact more people with your post, people are likely to see your post than are in your direct network. And that's what we mean when we talk about organic reach. And that's a way of growing your social media following without having to use things like paid advertising or networks or other tools that you can use in order to actually grow your social media following as well. So the algorithm is there to make sure that you get the best experience that you can on your timeline from the posts. It's there to promote content that is engaging. They will interestingly demote content which is considered transactional. And by transactional, what they mean is if I post a post that goes, buy my masterclass now, they're going to downgrade that because they believe that that is not good quality organic content for you to see. They believe that if someone wants to do that, they should be paying the platform in order to be able to do that. So they will always downgrade those sort of posts. Now, it doesn't always happen very commonly. If you have a particularly narrow network, if you have a very broad network, then you just won't ever really see those posts. So that's what they tend to like to do, and different platforms perform in different ways and they prioritize different things. But in general, these algorithms will always prefer posts that have a lot of likes, posts that have a lot of comments, posts that come from people with a lot of followers, posts of people who you comment on quite often. And you can do a little experiment just to see how this is right. Now, go into your Facebook and you can go and browse the timeline of someone who you've not spoken to for a while or not commented on for a while, and you'll find out that in the next couple of days, their posts will start to pop up higher up in your timeline than they used to, because Facebook has seen that you were browsing, assumes therefore that you're interested in what that person is doing, and therefore they will prioritize them to see if you're doing it. So the algorithm is constantly evolving, and it's constantly changing the way that it views you as a user and understands what your preferences are. And so it's always trying to optimize the content that it delivers to you. So that's a quick look across social media algorithms. I hope this has been interesting to you. It's a topic that I find very interesting because it also includes a bit of machine learning and AI, and that's always really interesting stuff to get into. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, please like this, please comment, please share it. Would really appreciate all of that from you all, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.